If you are new to exocad, this video tutorial is the ideal start to get to know exocad's powerful software solutions from scratch. Hi, I'm Clemens from exocad, and following this training series, you can learn the basics, organized by indication and level of difficulty, diving a little bit deeper into the world of exocad each time.
That sounds exciting. You can count on me as well. I'm your AI companion, here to bring up common questions and providing some insights that could make things easier for you.
Ideally, you watch the videos from top to bottom, but of course, you can jump to the next topic or chapter at any time.
Why not turn this into a workshop? You can simply open the dedicated demo sample on your side. All you need is a basic license for our software.
Great idea. Just assure to update to our latest version in advance to benefit from constant development and innovations delivered for a state-of-the-art digital dentistry.
Also, we translated this tutorial for you, so check out the different languages we provided.
With all that said, let's start our new basic series with a quick overview. You could do that. And then we will take time for detailed step-by-step instructions. In upcoming tutorials, we will dive a bit deeper each time. Are you ready?
Oh yes, now I'm getting excited.
Great. Then let's get started by launching the DentalDB together.
All right, Clemens. Designing an offset coping is super easy by following a few guided steps. First, we set up the case by telling the DentalDB which indication we want to design today and start the design. The software automatically starts a wizard that will guide you through all the work steps, starting with the margin line detection. Here, the margin line will be shown automatically if available. If not, it is easy to detect and to edit with just a few clicks. Within the optional Lingual band step, we could make use of two control points to create a lingual support. And during the freeforming step, we can add or remove material to support a uniform ceramic layer even further. Finally, we click Next to complete the design and to save the restoration. As you can see, the workflow is made as simple as possible for you and is guiding you through your daily cases.
Great overview. Now that we know how to start and where to finish, let's do it again, step by step.
Then let's dive deeper by taking the time for detailed instructions and to discover the powerful tools and options that exocad has to offer to you. Ready?
Let's start the journey by opening the DentalDB. Here, we can set up a new case or open existing cases by clicking on Load. Let's set up a new case together. A user guide is always indicating what to do or how to proceed. First, we select our client, usually the dentist from the drop-down list. Then we enter the name of the patient by using a comma to separate surname and first name. You can select the technician, but this field is not mandatory. Feel free to create new entries or edit existing names. If you like to leave a note, you can type in here. Now let's have a look at indication and materials. We click on the tooth number we want to design and select the restoration type offset coping. Also, we choose the material to pre-select ideal parameters. We will look at option and parameters in one of the next tutorials. By clicking OK, we finish the restoration definition and save the project. Now several actions, depending on the software you have installed on your PC, become available at the right-hand side. Let's have a look. If you need to scan your analog models first, you select your lab scanner that will be shown up here and follow the instructions by your provider. To receive intraoral scans seamlessly from iTero or Dents by Sirona, you can set up the connection in the settings. You can also securely share scans and designs via DentalShare. In case you receive the scan data otherwise, simply start the design to get asked where your scans are located. Now you know how to set up a new case from scratch. Let's see how to load an existing case with a click on Load. In the project list, you can find your latest case on top, or search and filter to narrow down the list. Down in the lower left corner, you can import existing projects and scans to UDB. For this tutorial, we select single offset coping. Just click to expand the case details. From here, you can choose to load the case, open it in the Explorer, or to delete it. You can also hover over the case to see these icons, and a double click will load the case as well. In the lower left corner, you see a preview of the scan data. Just click and drag to rotate the model. The status indicator tells at a glance where we are in the workflow. This case is scanned, but not designed yet. Let's change that. Click Design to open this case directly in DentalCAD. Now let's get comfortable with navigating in 3D space before we start the design.
Let me give our first-timers a short introduction to navigating in 3D space. We rotate the view using the right mouse button. Keep holding it and drag to rotate the view. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and to zoom out. To move the view, use both mouse buttons, hold both and drag to pan the view. Also, the cursor keys will move the view. Let's click the mouse wheel or middle mouse button to center the point you choose and to define this point as the new rotation center.
If you're unsecure, just click on the question mark symbol here to get help. The powerful and up-to-date exocad wiki will open in your browser with more information about the step or the tool you're currently using.
It's good to know that help is just a click away. And don't worry, there is a great step-by-step guidance available called Wizard.
Exactly. DentalCAD automatically starts with a wizard that will guide you through all the work steps. Our first task is to click on the margin line to start the detection. For clicking the initial point, the sectional 2D view bubble helps to find the correct position. If the margin line has not been detected correctly, you can help the algorithm by moving incorrectly placed points where they belong, or by removing a point while holding it with the left and performing a right click. You can also edit or manually draw the margin line by selecting the correct Draw tab to individualize the margin to your needs. To move them, just left-click and hold the control points. Add new points by clicking on the green line. You can also remove points by pointing at them with the mouse and pressing the Delete key. If you're ready, let's proceed to the next step.
What if the dentist prefers to define the margin line? Can I use it?
Yes, if the dentist has already defined the margin line and sent it together with the scan data, it will be shown here and we can double-check, confirm or modify before we continue. The crown bottom step allows to design the inside of the crown. The parameters involved are crucial for a proper fit by adding the right amount of space and additional freedom. Pre-selected parameters are a great starting point. If you'd like to adapt them to your needs, we recommend you to take a look at our wiki or to watch the dedicated video tutorial. The auto-detected insertion direction looks correct because the green arrow indicates that there are no issues. But it can be verified with a right click in the background. Let's do this just in case you need to do that one day. Rotate the view so that you look onto the preparation from the desired insertion direction. If we find the sweet spot without or just minimal undercuts, we set the current view as the new insertion axis with a click. The undercuts will now be displayed and considered. We click on OK to go back to the wizard and next to proceed. The one-click lingual band is optional and only available for offset copings. Skip it or set the first control point onto the left side of the crown to immediately generate the lingual band. Use the slider or enter a value to adjust the height and angle. The next time you open the software, these entered values will be shown in a drop-down list. Now let's proceed with next to enter the freeforming step, which allows you to change the shape of the restoration. By default, the anatomic freeforming is selected. Use one of the 4 buttons to change the area you like to edit. Cusps, for example, will move the corresponding area that is indicated in green. Choose tooth parts to edit the mesial, distal, buccal or lingual side. The minimum thickness is shown in red and cannot be violated, as it will be recomputed and protected when proceeding to the next step. If you like, you can move the entire tooth as well.
Just in case, how do I reverse a mistake I have made? I'm asking for a friend.
Sure, you can always undo or redo one or even multiple steps using these buttons. Finally, we can select Ridge for anatomical fine-tuning of small areas. Another option we can find here in the Free tab, where the virtual wax knife is located. Here you can toggle between the Add Remove and Smooth buttons. Adapt can be ignored in this case, as we have only the die, but we will come back to this option in the next tutorial. Let's add material by click and hold the left mouse button. The longer you hold it, the more material will be added. And if we added slightly too much material, we could use smooth. This will remove material in convex areas and fill up concave areas up. If you only want to remove material, just use the first tool and hold Shift while clicking and hold the left mouse button to remove material. Now we know how to add, remove, and smooth material. Of course, you can individualize the tools, like increasing the intensity at which material is added or removed faster, or reducing the strength for fine adjustments. Also, the size can be adjusted with a slider, helping you to change the impacted area you are working on. And remember, by holding Shift, you can also remove material if you need to.
Getting used to all these free-forming tools is essential as you will use them in almost every design. And if you like to boost your productivity even further, you really should explore the following hotkeys.
You are right. Instead of using sliders, use Control and the mouse wheel to adjust the strength. Or use Shift together with a mouse wheel to adjust the size of the brush. These hotkeys help to quickly change the size and strength without leaving the object you're working on. Let's have a look at the 3 brush types to select from. Choose the second icon, point of knife, to add material very selectively or to create pointy ridges by holding Shift. The third icon helps create cylindrical forms. It may look a bit exotic at first, but it works great for building up ridges and structures. Just give it a try. In addition to undoing all the exaggerated edits we just made, we can also go one step back and restart the freeforming step with Next. This works great if you like to explore a new tool and like to start the step from scratch. Now that we know the different tools, let's finish our design in the next step. Here the coping will be merged and saved automatically to our project directory. And the final click on Next leads us back to the DentalDB, where we started our journey. Congratulations! Like you can see on the indicator, the design has been done successfully. Now you have learned how to set up a case from scratch and how to design an offset coping using exocad step-by-step workflows. We hope you're as excited as we are about the new skills you've learned today. Thank you for your time and see you soon in one of the next video tutorials where we will continue your journey. This video here has a recap of more DentalCAD highlights waiting for you. And if you're curious about our new training concepts, you can explore the different options in this video right here. Ready to level up your skills? Using the link in the description you can grab one of the limited spots. We can't wait to welcome you here in Darmstadt. And if you like, leave a comment with your question for upcoming episodes. See you there.